Welcome back, Thryve family. Today we got a phenomenal workout. Thryve Fitness Kettlebell Hypertrophy workout number 2. This workout is going to consist of many things, but we're going to start with the warm-up. 40, 30, 20, 10 warm-up, and then we're going to get into the kettlebell workout. We're going to do 2 rounds of this warm-up, all right? So, I love this warm-up. It's body weight, 40, 30, 20, 10. Let's go. Starting with 40 jumping jacks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, get it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, come on, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Boom, nice. All right, next we have slow bicycle. All right, nice twisting motion, knee to opposite elbow. 30 slow bicycles. Okay, let's get it. Now notice the bicycle motion with the legs, the kind of the circular motion with the legs. Notice how I'm getting my elbows, my shoulders rather, off the ground. Twisting with the intention of getting my shoulders off the ground. Notice I'm also intentionally trying to touch my knees to my elbows. Not everybody can do that because of the design of their body, but that's the goal. Try to touch your knees with your elbows, alright? 30 slow bicycle. Boom, done. Moving on. Next is 20 jump squats. Getting that squat, just get a little air time. 20 jump squats. All body weight. All body weight. Alright, you don't have to jump very high. Right? Just explode through the toes and then land on the toes. But get a solid squat, right? Doesn't have to be super low. 90 degrees is good. Even a little higher than 90 degrees will get your body warmed up. Let's go. Boom, alright, and next we have 10 push-ups. I like to do push-ups on my knuckles. That's fighter style. Boom. Try to touch your chest to the floor if you can. 10 standard push-ups, right? Maybe on your hands or on your knuckles. I prefer knuckles. Go all the way down though. Elbows go out. Go all the way down. Alright, boom. Nice. Now check it out. That's round 1 down. Alright, now we're heading into round 2, 40-30. 2010 bodyweight warm-up. Round 2 of our bodyweight warm-up. Here we go. Once again, 40 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Alright, boom. Moving on. Back to the slow bicycle. Knee to opposite elbow. Right? Notice. It looks like I forgot to do the bicycle motion. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bicycle motion. Alright, trying to touch your knees to your elbows if you can. Trying to get a solid twist on each rep. And also, as you twist, try to get your shoulder blades off the ground. So, here we go. Alright, and boom. Nice, next. Again, jump squats, just a little air time is okay. You don't have to jump super high, but I do need you to get as low as you comfortably can. Let's go. Here we go. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Boom. Boom. Exploding through the hips, pushing off the toes, landing on the toes. Yeah, core tension on the way down and even just the initial up. Alright, boom. Done. Next, we got 10 push-ups. I like to do on my knuckles. All the way down, all the way up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did a couple extra reps, I think, for fun. For funsies. Boom. Alright? Done. Nice. Welcome back, Thryve family. So now we're on the workout. starting with the 1 minute jump rope. Okay, so remember, this is our kettlebell workout. Kettlebell workout number 2, hypertrophy workout number 2, starting with a 1 minute jump rope. So jump rope, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. As you can see, I like to go heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, alternating feet. So it's basically 1 2 1 2 1 2, or it's more like 1 1 1 1 1 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2, like that, right? Many different ways you can hit the jump rope, but one of the reasons why I like the jump rope so much is that it's relatively easy to do. It's a great way to stay warm. It's a great way to build up your balance, which is important for fighting, right? Being on your toes, learning the power and the importance of being on your toes, being explosive, whether that's small explosions, little explosions, movement, agility, lateral movement, forward movement. But it also allows you to warm up really, really well. And you can use either as part of your workout or as an active warm-up, right? Or even as an active rest. Okay, so now to the kettlebell part. So first, kettlebell workout, we're doing what they call gorilla pulls. I got 35 pounds on me right there. We're doing 20 alternating gorilla pulls. Gorilla pulls, it's like a leaning forward with, as you can see, bent at straight back, knee slightly bent, pulling toward my hip, alternating, pulling toward my hip. Proper position requires core tension. Now, core tension is crucial here. Very, very, very important, because if you don't have core tension, you'll feel it in your back, and not in a good way. All right, 20 gorilla rows. Ooh, boom, done. Next. Now, this is one of my personal favorite exercises, right? This is a single leg deadlift. Now, I'm on my left leg, right? I got both kettlebells in hand, 235, single leg deadlift. Now, notice, I'm trying to do the deadlift such that my foot that's in motion never touches the ground. So this is a phenomenal way to build balance. This is great for any combat sport athlete, boxer, kickboxer, jiu-jitsu player, wrestler, right? Because there's so many times you'll find ourselves in one leg. And if you can find the balance and find the control, you can develop not only great power, but also the ability to move and even defend if necessary. So now, this one, I'm going to go to double row, right? Double bent over row. Notice I turn my elbows out slightly. So I'm trying to hit the upper back here, trying to hit the rhomboids, trying to pull the shoulder blades together, okay? So my elbows are slightly rotated outward. Again, this is similar position as the gorilla rows. The core tension is super, super important, right? Bent over position, butt back, chest up. And now, single leg deadlift on the other side, right? Now I'm on the right leg, single leg deadlift. Same idea. The leg that's in motion never touches the ground, right? In doing so, this forces me to maintain my balance. Even if I lose it in midair, my goal is to regain it without ever having to put that foot that's in motion, without ever having to need it to touch the ground. Right? Really forcing my body to make those small adjustments throughout the motion, constantly, right? Just a great way to build up my balance and get that superior, have that superior balance, have that superior coordination and strength and power. Now, my personal favorite, double kettlebell swings. One of my personal favorites. You gotta have a lot of power to be able to do double kettlebell swings. A lot of power in the hips. This is great for not only being explosive with your shots, but it's great for being able to kick, particularly your front kicks. Great power, okay? Powerful swings is a must for combat sports athletes. And we're back. Check it out. This is round 2 of this boss level 20-minute kettlebell hypertrophy workout number 2. So now I'm going to give you the front view, okay? Because there's some things that you may not see from the side that you can probably recognize from the front. Exact same workout, but now I'm going to give you the front view. So of course, starting with the 1 minute jump rope on my toes. So I'm back to my heel toe, right? I'm back on my heel toe game. This is my favorite style of jump rope, right? My favorite method of jump rope. So I'll mix it up a little bit from time to time, but for whatever reason, this is my favorite style. Of course, when you hit the jump rope, you can do a lot of different styles, right? You can jump rope on a single leg for 30 seconds and the other leg for 30 seconds. You can do in every extreme in between. But the main idea is, can you jump for 1 minute straight, right? Comfortably, consistently, right? And if you can you do different types of jumps, different types of patterns with your feet? If you can, that'll add to your ability to be agile, to be fast, to be quick, and to translate that ability into whatever fight sport or even whatever sport. That could be tennis, whatever sport that you love to do. All right, super important, super useful. All right, so boom, that's done. Next, so you might recall we got the gorilla rows, bent over gorilla rows, so abs tight, chest up. So you see I got both. Again, I got 35, 20, 2 35ers alternating, pulling toward my hip, core tension every time, pulling to my hip. Also notice my feet are together, my knees are together. Partially because I need to get my knees and my feet out of the way just for the motion itself, but also so I can create as much as possible a strong base for this particular motion. Let me create a strong base for this particular motion. Okay, boom, done. All right, great, moving on. So now on this one, you might recall, single leg deadlift. Watch as I get my superhero chest first. Boom, and then I go into the motion. Now, watch, I'm not gonna let my moving leg touch, but look at the motion of my standing leg. It's not like a statue. It's going a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little side to side. That's natural. That's the body's way of trying to make the small adjustments throughout the motion to keep you standing and to be able to stay on that single leg throughout this entire motion. It's very difficult, right? So if your legs are moving in and out a little bit, that's normal. Now, if your knees are buckling heavily, inside or outside, that's bad. If your ankles were to buckle, if your hips were to buckle, right? But if there's small motions throughout the small movement and standing leg throughout the motion, that's very natural. All right, boom. Now back to the bent over rows. Now, peep, see how my elbows go out here? Now that's something you may not have noticed on the round one when I had the side view. But here you can see that my elbows are going out. Try and hit those rhomboids. Try and hit my upper back muscles, right? Even in the real delts, trying to get into that area. Very difficult to do. Notice my feet are a little bit apart, a little bit like almost shoulder width apart in that particular situation. Again, that's how you build a strong base for that particular move. Now moving on, single leg deadlift, right? Back on the right. Moving leg does not touch the ground. Notice also the pace. I'm not going very fast, right? Taking my time. So obviously I don't want to go super slow if I don't necessarily have time to do all that, but I'm not trying to rush through this either. You might also notice one of my legs is better than the other. I believe my standing right leg is better than my standing left leg. That actually makes sense because I fight southpaw. I fight with my right leg forward. So actually when I spar, I do a lot of kicking with the left leg. So my right leg typically is doing the standing a lot. So that makes a lot of sense. But it's something to notice, and if you choose to try to improve on. Now back to the double swing. Boom. Notice hips go back. Notice how wide my feet have to be to get my knees out of the way for the swing. I want to punch with the hips. I want to drive back, punch with the hips. Right, keeping my chest up. Right, breathing out as I punch forward. Right, don't have to go very high. All right, boom, very nice. All right, and we're done with that one. Yeah, I got a little kink right there. We're back with round 3, back to the side view here, on my P's and Q's, or my 1s and 2s with the jump rope, 1 minute jump rope. So, once again, great way to get back initiated into the entire sequence. Full body warm up, great way to stay explosive. I'm just a big fan of jump rope. I've been doing it for a long time. Combat sports, of course, you jump rope often, especially if you want to have good cardio, especially if you're a type of fighter that likes to be quick on your toes. So it feels like home for me. Obviously this doesn't have to be jump rope if you're not good at jump roping, or if you just hate it altogether for whatever reason. This could be a jumping jack, this could be a ladder jack, this could be running in place, this could even be jump roping with no rope at all, okay? But the jump rope specifically is something that happens to just kind of speak to me, alright? So that's why I like it so much. So once again, 1 minute jump rope here, almost done. Going down to the wire here. 3, 2, 1, and time. Boom. Alright, boom, moving on. So back to my double kettlebell action. Gorilla rows. Okay, this is round 3. Gorilla rows. Bending forward. Tight core. Pulling toward the hip. Okay, notice the slight diagonal angle of my pull. Elbows are scraping the rib cage, right? Really close to the body here. Boom. 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 Core tension protects my back from going out of place. Or at least that's the idea. Boom, done with that. Now, next, as you know, my beloved single leg deadlift. I'll start with the left. Boom, let's go. Get my balance together. There we go. Not letting the floor in the air touch the ground. Really focus you to dial in. And by the way, when I'm doing this motion, my feet are completely flat. But I'm trying to imagine if you can splay out your toes, right, the way you can splay out your fingers. And I'm trying to use just every bit of my foot to maintain this balance. Right, boom. Done. Very nice, smooth. Okay, moving on. Then of course we got a double bent over row, what I would call a wide row, which is to say elbows go out. Boom. Hitting the rear delts, hitting the rhomboids. Boom. Boom. Breathing out. Yes. And boom. And boom. And getting there. Boom. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, getting toward the end. Now this is getting exhausting, right? But we're going to push through it. So once again, single leg deadlift. On the right. Smooth, solid motion. No need for to step my standing leg on the ground. Got a little off balance there. Did you see that? Got a little off balance right quick. I had to catch myself. It usually happens when I'm a little off focus. Smooth motion. Yes. And boom. She's getting toward the end here. Driving that knee through. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Remember that. Boom. Boom. I'm doing it many times. Doing this many times. It's one of my favorite workouts. I've done this single leg deadlift many times. Right. Alright, and of course, we got double kettlebell swings, right? The granddaddy of them all, right? Boom, hard hike back. Boom, hard push with the hips. Notice when I punch the hips, I just stand straight up. Notice I don't lean back. Leaning back, if you lean back on your kettlebell swing, that's a mistake, okay? You just punch with the hips and you stand straight up. Core and glutes tight for a hot second. Oh! Alright, so now we're in the cool down section. Alright, so I like to start cool down sometimes with butterfly stretch. So we're going to do each stretch for roughly 60 seconds. On the butterfly stretch, I used to like to grab my ankles, right, seated, chest up, back as straight as I can, grabbing my ankles, okay? And I'm going to use my elbows to press down gently on my knees, so I'm trying to stretch the inner thighs, okay? This is a great lower body stretch. I tend to need to stretch my lower body much more than my upper body most times, so this is more of a lower body stretch, I must say. Particularly great for stretching out the hips, all right? So again, each one of these positions is going to be a minimum of 20 seconds, right? But go at your own pace. So that's the first one. Boom. Now we're going to transition. I call this double triangle, okay? So now, double triangle, we're going to be with the triangle. Let's go left knee to right knee to left elbow and lean back to my right side. Stretching my left hip, all right? I'm going to lean back on my right elbow, stretching my left hip. Boom. Yes. All right. This is great for opening up the hips and getting a nice quad stretch here. All right. So I'm lean back. Lean back. Just breathe and hold. Just breathe and hold here. That's all you have to do. All right. Now after this stretch, we're going to transition once again. Going to transition into forward, okay? Maintaining that same double triangle we just had. All I'm going to do now is take my left shoulder and bring it down to my right knee, all right? Left shoulder and bring it down to my right knee. And I'm going to try to come down in such a way where my body is flat, facing the ground, which means I'm going to stretch my right hip now, okay? Bring my left shoulder down to my right knee, okay? And I'm going to be stretching the right hip there. Boom, all right? Bringing my chest down, parallel to the floor. Breathe and hold. Once again, breathe and hold. Boom, coming out of that stretch, okay? Now I'm going to transition on the other side, okay? Now my right knee is on my left foot. Okay, I'm leaning back on my left side now, stretching the right hip. Leaning back on my left elbow, stretching the right hip. Okay? There we go. Boom, opening that bad boy up. All right, now push the hip forward. If you don't feel the stretch very much, push the hip forward, okay? Lean back and push the hip forward, just gently. That should do the trick for you, all right? Boom, just breathe and hold here. Breathe and hold. Yeah, I love this stretch. I must say, I particularly love this stretch here. Yes, bada bing, bada boom. Breathe and hold, all right? And now that we're here, Boom, okay? Now we're already here. Now this is me just kind of repeating where we're gonna go. Now they're already here. Now I'm gonna bring my right shoulder down to my left knee. My right shoulder down to my left knee, right? Trying to fold like a book. You're gonna feel the stretch on my left hip. I should say I feel the stretch. I'm feeling the stretch on the left hip, okay? So bring your chest down parallel to the floor. That's my right shoulder down to my left knee. Breathe and hold. Yes, breathe and hold. Yeah. Perfect opportunity to finish the workout. And now, we're going to finish where we started. Back to the butterfly stretch. Now let's see if your hips are even more open. Once again, grab the ankles, right? Use your elbows to press down on your knees. Boom. You see that pressing down? Press down on your knees. Now here, you're watching me be more flexible than I was first. If you remember, the first time I did this, I had some flexibility. Now I have even more. Keeping the chest up, breathing, nice deep belly breaths, okay? These are important belly breaths. I feel even more flexible, which is to say, did this stretch work? And help me get more malleable. Now, moving on to upper body stretching. I like to do the lower body first. Upper body stretching first, we're going to start with child's pose. We're going to sit back, child's pose. Basically on our knees, pushing our hips back toward our ankles, extending our back and our lats, right? Palms up. Doing our best to really sit back and keep that back as flat as we possibly can, all right? So push your hips back toward your feet, okay? And make sure you try to extend your spine, try to extend your lats, palms down, hold for at least 15 seconds, maybe even up to 20, even 30 if you have time, all right? Then next after that, for the upper body stretches, now we're gonna go into Cobra pose. So this is the one where we shift forward, pierce our hips down toward the floor, extend our abdomen and look up, right? Look up toward the sky. So you should feel a stretch all along your chest, your abdomen, and even down into your hip, maybe even your hip flexors and even your quads, okay? Shoelaces down, as we would say in the wrestling game, right? Kind of like a sprawl. So again, hips to the floor, push hips down, hold for 15 to 20 seconds, all right? Now we're gonna go a little bit of back and forth. So one more time for the upper body stretch, we're gonna shift back into the child's pose, pushing the hips back, okay? Each time we do this, we should feel a little more lengthy. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the lats, holding for up to 15, 20, maybe even 30 seconds if you have the time. And also really sitting back into that pocket in your hips. And in doing so, you should feel a stretch in your inner thighs, right? If you really push your knees out somewhat, if you have the capability and the dexterity to do so. So really sit your butt back into that hip pocket, all right? Once again, toes down. And one more time, shifting forward into the Cobra, pushing hips toward the floor, right? And extending, you should feel bending in the lower back, but in a good way. Extending the abdomen, pushing your hips toward the floor, even feel an extension in your hip flexors, pushing your arms into the floor so you can drive your chest up and toward the ceiling, looking up. Once again, hold for 15, 20, maybe even 30 seconds if you have the time. Breathe nice and deep. It's a little harder to breathe in this position. Not quite as relaxing as far as breathing, but you can do it. And my friends, that's it. Hope you learned something. Hope you have fun. Thank you for training with Thryve. And when all said and done, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.